Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And if you're new here, thank you for pressing play. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. This is Ashamoji TV, where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my condensed reaction to episode 7 from the 2nd season of Fringe. And this one's titled Of Human Action. And I'm looking forward to watching it. Episode 6 had quite a lot of revelations, especially about the Observer. And I got some interesting feedback. As usual, mostly vague. A lot of my club members tend to tell me what they thought of the episode on their first watch, but not really go into too many details about the details. But enough for me to kind of put something together where at this moment in time as I'm recording, and I haven't pressed play on episode 7 just yet, I gather that there is quite a story when it comes to the Observer. That's as much as I can tell. I mean, it's more expansive than I initially thought. Because yeah, quite a number of you are really anticipating my reaction to The Observer, so I can only presume, based on the anticipation described in so many words, that there's just so much more I have yet to understand and see. So hopefully this episode will shed some light on that, or maybe future episodes to come. We will see. But I know right now it's about episode 7, so here's my condensed reaction for you. Car chase! Exciting way to open up an episode. Okay, I'm gonna take some wild guesses. It's a bomb, a bank robbery, or maybe not. Any of that. Hey! Cameron! Baby Cameron!
Get out of the car! Hands on your head!
This is Officer Williams.
Oh my gosh.
He was unharmed.
I said get out of the car now!
So young.
Step away from the car, down on your knees.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What am I dealing with here? Show me, show me, show me. Magneto? Xavier?
What the hell are you doing? Gibson, I'm talking to you. Gibson!
Oh, okay. Definitely Xavier here. Whew. Thank you for keeping it at a thud. Okay, so special kid involved with all this. Cameron Moynihan. This is what, 2010 or 9? No, 10. I'm trying to think where he would have been. I don't really know. I just know him from more recent stuff, but he's in that show with the family.
Who's the kid?
Tyler Carson, 15 years old. According to NYPD, disappeared 36 hours ago. We're still running leads.
Walter, remember that conversation we had about personal space?
I'm bored.
He's just looking over your shoulder.
Walter, they're transferring the bodies to your lab now.
There's no need. I've already formed an hypothesis as to what happened here. Mesmerism, hypnotism. Victims have obviously been subjected to subliminal suggestions of a violent nature.
Walter, hypnosis can't make you do anything that you don't want to do.
Really?
Kidnap kid's father. He works for Fleming Monroe.
The Aerospace Division of Master Dynamic. I already have a call with them in the shop.
Oh, hostage situation then. So we'll finally see some teeth from Massive Dynamic, since one of their own kids abducted.
Miss Sharp's office is right this way. Dr. Carson is in there waiting with her now.
Oh, is this Walter's first time?
Miss, the screen in the elevator said there were 73 laboratories. Is that right?
Yes.
Only 73?
It's amazing.
As if they never brought him here before.
I didn't even know he was gone until I got the call from them. The men who took him. Tyler and I don't talk much. I just figured it's because of his age. You know what teens are like.
No.
The two men identified in those photographs. Are you absolutely certain they have no connection to your company?
Yes, we cross-referenced their names with our employee database. Patrick Hickey and Tom Dobbins have never worked for us, and they've had no peripheral involvement with any of our clients or partners. According to the police, they're used car salesmen.
And there's been no indication of their demands.
No, not yet.
Used car salesman.
What I do here, it's in my life. It's the only... Tyler's mother died when he was just a boy. And now if
Walter can
I lose
relate.
him, I don't know what I'd do.
Dr. Carson, we will do everything we can to try and find your son.
Hey, Walter, what are you doing?
Massive Dynamic. Just a name until now. Did you know that I once shared a laboratory with William Bell?
You might have mentioned that once or twice.
Look how much he's achieved.
Jealous?
You know, he introduced me to her,
To whom?
your mother. Was it idea, you know, that Ellie and I would one day form a company together?
Ah, he feels left out in a sense.
He just couldn't wait, I suppose.
17 years. What could have been indeed? Maybe the alternate universe will tell me, right? Because that's apparently the proper term. Yes, I've been corrected on that.
Give me all the cash in the register.
Kidding me? You don't even have a gun.
Just do it before somebody gets hurt.
Hey, buddy. Is there gonna be a problem here?
You really don't want to get involved in this.
I think I just did.
It's like a Stone Cold. Discount Stone Cold. Oh boy. Oh boy. Have fun. This kid is gonna be traumatized.
Get out of my store!
You should have just given up the money.
I'm noting the fact that the kid's there, the way he looked at the situation. Ugh. Okay. Interesting.
Stealing food and knocking over convenience stores? These kidnappers don't really seem like they have much of a plan.
He looks so scared.
So why doesn't he run? He could just make a break for it. It's far too soon for Stockholm Syndrome to have kicked in.
Well, maybe your father's right. Maybe one or both of them are controlling people through hypnotic suggestion.
But then they could just get the clerk to give him the cash. Why all the carnage?
Maybe they're silencing the witnesses. They don't want us to know how it works.
So that means they would have to leave something behind.
So is there anything out of the ordinary about these two guys?
The owner was completely mystified as to how they got mixed up in this. Says they each made a sale that morning, took one of his loaner cars out for lunch, and never came back.
Okay. So, how do these two become kidnappers?
Think they could be spies? Maybe they're hiding out in plain sight.
Foreign intelligence agents often take mundane jobs so they can blend in while they're gathering information.
There's certainly nothing more mundane than being a used car salesman.
To throw a massive dynamic and your father's theory on hypnotism, it all starts to add up.
I have another theory.
What do you think? More like pork.
Truthfully, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about what human brains would taste like.
What did you ask?
Chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. He'll be able to tell.
The extreme nature of the suggestions in the policewoman's case, I suspect there might be lesions on the brain.
Really? But isn't the brain all mushed up because she shot herself, though? Like, wouldn't it be completely... I guess he just needs, like, a little bit of tissue?
Thank you.
Oh. Well,
Now,
it seems intact
This
enough.
is not hypnosis, it is mind control.
There's a difference?
Peter was right. Hematomas on the brain matter, indicating actual trauma, the result of conflicting neural impulses, a conflict of mind and body. I theorize that the power operates through the cochlear nerve.
You mean sound?
Yes, an auditory trance is a far more effective path for manipulation than the other senses. But again, it's just hypothesis.
Then I need you to work out how to block it. The ransom call could come at any minute and we need to be ready.
Right.
Wear some headphones, specialized headphones.
I have my very best agents on the case. But you need to be here when the kidnappers call.
Or like
Special
specialized
Agent
earbuds,
Royals,
you know?
We've just received a call for Dr. Carson. It's his son.
$15 million or he dies.
Hello?
Dad? It's me.
Tyler, are you okay?
Just give them what they want. Please. You've seen that we won't hesitate to do whatever's necessary in order to get what we want.
Please, listen, I'll do anything you need. Anything.
$2 million unmarked bills. The industrial park off I-78 west of Newark Airport. 5 p.m. If you're even a minute late, your son dies.
No, please, listen. Tyler?
They'll save him. It's all about watching the journey of how they do it.
I can sell the house, cash in my stock options.
Master Dynamic will cover any.
Yeah, I'm like,
Trying to squeeze a major
they should be paying.
operation with the kidnapping. Doesn't help.
Money's the distraction. They want something else. They took your son for a reason.
So what now?
We set a trap.
Oh, trappy, I like it.
Do you have any idea what your father's looking for?
No, he just muttered something about my childhood.
Ugh, it's gonna be epic when Peter finds out. I'm pretty sure of that.
It generates white noise, which simulates the sound of being in utero.
Is that a real thing?
What we need to block the mind control.
The teddy bear versus mind control spies. Bad guys don't stand a chance.
Hello, I'm Dr. Walter Bishop. You've been given a set of audio adapting headphones like this, which will give off a steady stream of white noise.
The headphones will make it so the kidnappers can't control you with sound. Now put them on. We're gonna do a sound check.
My son Peter's teddy bear emits.
Peter's teddy bear. Well, it works. I gotta get a sound effect like that. That'd be great during meditation.
You will now be able to hear my voice. Each of your team leaders will have a microphone like this one. You will not be able to communicate with each other directly. All commands will come through the headphones. Once you're given the order to put on the headphones, do not remove them under any circumstances. If you do, you may die a gruesome and horrible death. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.
Oh. Well, I hope they can somehow make it a lot more sturdier on them. I mean, just flick it and it'll come off.
Agent Dunham, we're
see Tyler in the vehicle?
That's a negative.
I don't see anything. Well, those guys are going to obviously be prepared for some kind of trap. Unless they're idiots.
Contact made. Can anyone see the hostage?
This is Alpha Leader. Negative. I've got nothing. Bravo. Negative on my end, too.
Oh! Put it back on! This is a really nice experience as a viewer. I really appreciate this. Walter understand what he said to him though?
Help me! Help me!
Okay, so at least that suspicion seems to be panning out. No! Oh my gosh! Oh!
You can lose the stupid headphones. They don't work. Take them to your car.
This director, A+.
Any sign of Tyler Carson?
Negative. We did 2 full sweeps. This place is a mess.
Is it great? Agent done? Where is he?
Tyler? Oh, we're still looking for him, Walter.
No. I don't mean Tyler, I mean Peter.
I thought he was with you.
He's gone. I can't find him anywhere.
I told you. We were the hostages in that car.
Tyler Carson wanted you to kidnap him.
I'm saying he made us do it. He worked us like puppets. He forced us to drive. He made us watch all those people die. Think I wanted to saw off my own finger? He made me do it when I tried to get away. And that friend of yours you keep talking about, you better pray he's not with that kid.
Oh boy. Looks like that's a teenager definitely gone rogue.
It hurts pretty bad, huh? Oh, that's what happens when you try to fight. I can make it stop if you do what I say. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You know your father's worried about you.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. She's just a rebel? Alright, I'm already seeing the commonality for Peter to relate to him.
I can make you do whatever I want. I can control all of you, or just part of you.
You know what, kid? You're a real son of a bitch.
That's not gonna help.
How could this have happened?
The son of one of your top scientists can control people's minds. Surely that's not a coincidence.
Well, it doesn't seem possible, but... Dr. Carson works in aerospace, but in one of his projects, he's been collaborating with the pharmaceutical division.
Gosh. Experimenting on his son?
Dr. Carson, did you perchance expose your son to this so-called pharmaceutical enhancement?
Yeah.
Massive Dynamic has strict testing protocols. Family members are absolutely ruled out as test subjects.
Oh my god. I took some samples home for further research. Tyler might have found them.
Gosh. Are you serious? Like, did he leave it on the kitchen table? Okay.
When you figure out that you were able
I'm not telling you anything, alright?
Hey, genius. The second you took me, they knew that you were behind it all.
Whatever. You had no idea I was one in charge.
Yeah. You managed to kidnap yourself. Congratulations. You're a criminal mastermind.
Screw you.
Oh, come on. That's what this is about? Some sort of vendetta against your dad?
Yep.
Do you really think that you're the first kid whose father didn't think he was good enough or smart enough?
Yep, here comes Peter relating.
Tyler was taking medication for attention deficit disorder.
Puberty, ADD medication, and an untested brainwave enhancer.
It's a mind control cocktail. Because of this man's inability to be a proper parent, his son is kidnapped mine.
Walter!
That's scary as hell! Especially when it's some dinky kid making up decisions and stuff. Oh boy.
The director has just classified Tyler Carson as National Security Threat. Fringe Division has been ordered to stand down. Any intercept will be handled by Special Forces.
But we're the only reason they have any clue what's really going on. How can they take us off now?
New information has come to light about Tyler's plans.
Headquarters believes the boy may be working with a foreign handler.
Oh no. CFT kind of thing?
Tyler may have been recruited to deliver a multi-million-dollar defense project to our country's enemies.
Overwhelming force will be brought to bear if necessary. You know what this means. Peter could be collateral damage.
But regardless, we need to contain this situation on our own before it's too late.
Woo!
Have you made any headway?
I can't lose him again.
Oh. Nina's face.
But we can get Peter back. We just need you to find a way to disable Tyler.
Peter always helps me. I don't know what to do. How do I do this without Peter? He always helps me.
She knows.
Walter? I know you're scared. But you're the only one that can help you.
Maybe I could use an EMF scrambler to disrupt his beta wave transmissions.
Sounds like a good place to start.
This is what he was looking for? Obituaries and death notices?
All the women who died 14 years ago in car accidents.
Look, all these women died in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
So that would make them, what, about 40 now if they're alive? Can you pull up his most recent search?
Yeah.
What do you know about Renee Davies? Who is she?
She's my ex-wife.
His mom?
Tyler's mother.
Oh, the lady in the picture he was looking at.
This was a good idea. Yeah, I was 15 once too. But I had to talk my way into places like this.
Of all the places, really. And he's eating. I forget those places have buffets.
Faking your kidnapping. Jacking your dad's company. Killing cops and innocent bystanders.
That was part of the plan, okay? Just got in the way.
I don't think that's the place for a 15-year-old while you're eating. Steak?
You know, I get it. I mean, you wanted to torture your dad, right? The thing just got away from you. Blew up in your face.
It's not done yet. You told me my mother was dead.
Ooh, that's a big lie.
But you have to understand, she was a mess. She was on drugs, off drugs. I mean, I never knew what she was going to do next. When Tyler was a baby, she would literally disappear for weeks at a time. And then finally, she just never came back.
Yeah, but I wouldn't tell him that she's dead.
I just always assumed that she would end up dead of an overdose somewhere. And then when Tyler was old enough to start asking about her, I told him that she died in a car wreck. I thought it was for the best. So he wouldn't know that his mother abandoned him.
Well, thinking that your father lied to you is even worse for him, it seems.
I learned her name. And then I tried to find her. Here's what I found.
She was never really dead at all.
She lives in Maryland. She's some sort of rehab counselor.
So what, you think if you find her, the two of you are just gonna live happily ever after?
We're gonna be a family again.
Those cops you killed, they have families too. They got wives, they got...
Oh boy. For a split second there, I actually forgot about that ability. so did Peter. Aww.
That would have been your leg if I didn't need you to drive. Let's go.
Probably should have just, you know, hijacked a cab.
Okay, we know where Tyler's going. Please tell me you got something better to stop him with than what you're wearing.
I don't trust them here. I think they're trying to read my thoughts.
Massive dynamic gives me the creeps too.
This is very distracting to look at that.
We are modifying an electromagnetic pulse to target his brainwaves.
What does that mean?
We're going to crash his brain.
This device will wipe his brain of all thoughts for a short period. He won't be able to think. He will become severely disoriented. He may even vomit.
Which hopefully will give you the window you need to take him down.
I'm interested to know what her story is going to be.
Renee Davies?
Yes.
Can I help you?
Mom, it's me, Tyler. Your son.
Oh my god. I found you.
I don't think she wanted to be found.
Listen, I don't blame you for leaving. Alright? I blame him.
I don't understand.
Dad. He didn't want me to be with you.
Oh no, Tyler. It wasn't like that.
But it's okay now. I'm here. We can go.
Go? Go where?
Anywhere. Another country.
Hey, honey, what's going on?
Seth.
Oh gosh, she's going to attack the Seth person.
About time for us to go, Tyler. What do you say?
Peter.
I think I see who's the problem here.
Wow, they really made this kid quite stupid. Sorry, but...
Tyler.
Like, there's naive and there's just, like, really... completely no sense.
Tyler, what are you doing?
I don't know, maybe I haven't met my share of 15-year-olds, I guess. I shouldn't judge like that. It's not like I'm Einstein.
I need to disable Tyler now. No time to wait for Dr. Bishop to point in.
Tyler, it's over!
Oh, run! Move! Okay, what was with that delay?
Sir.
It's okay, Peter. Go after them.
Sir, we need to stop the bleeding.
Agent Royals, Dr. Bishop and I are approaching the house.
The bullet went clean through and I said go.
Tyler just took off Peter. Let's go.
Ooh, I like this score. The drum beat. If they played it before, I hadn't noticed.
We can disrupt Tyler's brainwaves. How close do we need to be?
No further than 20 feet, and the effect will only last a few seconds.
Okay, do it. Do it now.
Come on, Peter. Think quick. Oh. Okay. Car crash. Got your seatbelt on, I hope?
Son, there you are. That was quick thinking. You always proved to be more resourceful than I give you credit for.
Is that supposed to be some sort of compliment?
How's Tyler? He was knocked unconscious and crashed. Probably a concussion. We gave him a sedative to make sure he stays under.
Lucky for me, a lousy shot.
The kid wanted to shoot you in the head. Lucky for you, I was able to pull it off center a bit.
Ah.
You're gonna hold this over my head for a long time, aren't you?
Somehow you make it up to me.
They have a nice thing. I like their dynamic together.
Was I right? Did Tyler lose the power once the drug wore off?
You were right, which is a good thing, I guess. He won't do any time. Kid goes on a killing spree, and all they're gonna do is make him talk it out with a bunch of shrinks.
Lucky he's not 18.
I don't need any crepes.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, I'll take
You're
some.
abducted. Of course you need crepes.
I'm okay, Walter.
Whenever your mother made them, you called them creeps. Drove her batty.
Creeps.
She was a strong woman, your mother.
Ooh, I can't wait for the backstory with the mom. That is going to be quite dramatic.
William, I don't know if you've been receiving these messages, but I continue to hope. I wanted to update you on the status of the Penrose Carson experiments.
Penrose Carson.
One of the Tylers did, in fact, display a rather dramatic ability for mind control.
What's that from again?
But before we became aware of his ability, there were some unintended consequences. Among them, he was able to locate records of his surrogate mother and, unfortunately, made a misguided attempt to reunite with her. In light of this, I am suspending the experiments indefinitely.
Oh, wow!
Mind control is possible, given the right conditions. So despite the unfortunate circumstances, we can consider the project a success. As always, I hope this finds you in good health. Warmest regards, Nina.
Woo! Hot freaking damn. Wow. Okay. Let me go and select my scene of the moment. No, my scene of the whole thing, and I'll be right back. Massive dynamic. Question mark? Exclamation mark. When I started this series, they made it obvious, and for good reason, that this was going to be, the evil corporation that would have their share of secrets that would reveal itself and be part of the story and the plot and all that. Just the common trope of that. But I like how what they do, how I'm perceiving it, is when they are useful or when they are helpful genuinely, as long as their interests are not interrupted, then it's really quite something to see in terms of like the relationship between Nina and Olivia and that interesting interest that Nina has in Olivia, more or less. It's a one-sided thing from what I'm gathering. But then we have that moment, which leads to the scene that I picked. And it's that moment where Walter says that he couldn't lose Peter again. And Nina, that actress, that she just nailed the perfect balance of stoicism and emotion, and the way she reacted, I interpreted it from my first viewing there as someone who definitely damn well knows that ain't Peter from that universe. But she's got to play it cool, because obviously being in contact with William Bell and knowing the circumstances with Walter and his mind not being all there. It's interesting how I think I've have it right, and I'll be corrected nonetheless, but it's interesting watching her know it and not kind of give it away that she knows it. But I think the way John Noble performed that last bit as he was looking up at her, maybe he knows she knows. So it's like a mutual secret. Not sure. I'll have to go back and check. Either way, that's the scene that I picked though, because so much of this episode, especially towards the end with John and Peter, I just know they are going to make it quite an experience when Peter finds out that he's not from that universe. And then what is that going to mean? Is he going to try to then go back to his universe? And since apparently the mom in this universe is dead, and then they brought up the mother, and I was saying how I can't wait for that backstory, he may want to see his mother in the other universe, assuming she's alive too, hopefully. Can't remember if she is or isn't, because Because William Bell mentioned those Greek words, but it's unclear right now in the moment if she's alive or not. But either way, I could see him trying to go back. And a huge new rift will happen between him and Walter. And for entertainment purposes, it's going to be interesting to see them kind of be apart and then watch them come back together again. Oh my gosh. And then he's going to go look for the other Walter, likely. Now, considering how nice and benevolent, but how fun this Walter is, for acting challenges, I'm going to just presume until further notice, and please don't correct me. Let me see it for myself, okay? Just don't correct me on this part, what I'm going to say here, amongst probably other things. But I hope it's going to be like good Walter in this universe and like evil, not stereotypically evil, but very, very different Walter in the other universe. That I'm looking forward to seeing, as I am suspecting that the other William Bell is definitely not the same kind of William Bell, right? Their counterparts are just going to have to be drastically different in order to create the dualities, the two types of characterizations. So that's going to be fun to watch. All right, now, in relation to the story, that amazing twist at the end. All those Tylers. Oh gosh. Can you imagine being in a room with like 10 of those 15-year-old Tylers? Because the one Tyler, which apparently is Tyler number 3, when I went back to go check, he was... I don't hang out with teenagers, okay, people? So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a meanie here. But anyways, I'm just like thinking, can you imagine being surrounded with 15 of those kind of Tylers in a conversation for like even 5 minutes? I would, yeah. They wouldn't need to mind control me to hurt myself. Okay, anyway, let me get to my Ashamoji because we gotta move on to the next episode. So my Ashamoji for this episode, I'm gonna give it a 5. It's excellent because it has a lot of layers. More layers than I expected. That twist at the end, actually, is what got me to bump it over because I had it at a 3.5, 4-ish. And that twist of knowing that they're all the clones and yeah, that was just really brilliant. And having it narrated with Nina to William, God knows what else they're continuing on with. And this is a throwback to the episode. I went back to go check. It was episode 2. Yes, episode 2 with the whole Penrose Carson thingy and those clones. Which, okay, I'm going to say it now. I was going to kind of wait till later, but okay. I was also thinking I had this thought actually since episode 2, but it kind of came and went. I'm now wondering, since after watching this episode, if William Bell has cloned himself. And there's going to be like multiple versions of William Bell. That would be dope. That would be dope. If it's not the case, don't ruin my bubble. I won't over-fixate on it. Okay, I'm just saying it out loud for now. And leave it at that. So there you have it. That's my reaction to episode 7 from the 2nd season of Fringe. I hope you've enjoyed this reaction video. I definitely look forward to your clarifications about this episode and whatever trivia that you know. I love trivia stuff and I look forward to reading them. And if you want access to my full reaction, uncut, unfiltered, details about that is in the description box below for you to check out, as well as details on how you can support this channel if you're not interested in being a club member, but you do want to help me grow here on YouTube and stay on the platform because it's getting harder and harder. I will be honest about that. All right, so until my reaction to episode 8, I'm tuning out, peacing out for my brand new gaming chair that's very comfy to watch my shows. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.